We've all been there, that looming deadline, that project we keep pushing aside. Procrastination is a universal struggle. It whispers promises of tomorrow while stealing our today. But there's hope. You are not alone in this battle. Together, we can break free from procrastination's grip and achieve our goals. Let's be honest, procrastination feels good in the moment. We choose Netflix over that report, scrolling through social media instead of tackling our to-do list. But deep down we know the truth. Procrastination leads to guilt, stress, and missed opportunities. It's time to take back control. The first step is acknowledging the problem. We often tell ourselves, I work better under pressure, or I'll get to it later, but these are just excuses disguised as justifications. Recognize these patterns and challenge them. Remember, breaking free from procrastination is a journey, not a race. It's about progress, not perfection. Be kind to yourself, celebrate small victories, and keep moving forward. You've got this. One of the biggest hurdles to overcome with procrastination is simply starting. Our minds magnify the task at hand, turning it into a mountainous obstacle. This is where the 2-minute rule comes in. This simple yet powerful technique is about making starting ridiculously easy. The rule: if you can do something in 2 minutes or less, do it now. This could be anything from sending that email to washing a dish to simply opening your textbook. The beauty of the 2-minute rule lies in its ability to trick your brain. Often, once you've overcome that initial resistance of starting, you'll find yourself naturally continuing the task. The momentum builds, and suddenly, that insurmountable mountain seems a lot less daunting. Let's say you've been putting off writing a blog post. Instead of focusing on the entire article, tell yourself you'll just write the headline and the first 2 sentences. That's it. Chances are, once you've completed those 2 minutes, you'll feel inspired to keep going. The 2-minute rule is all about building positive momentum and breaking down mental barriers. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable of taking action and making progress one small step at a time. Large tasks can feel paralyzing. The sheer size of the project can lead us to procrastinate, even when we know we should be working on it. The key is to break down these overwhelming tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Think of it like eating an elephant. You wouldn't try to swallow it whole, would you? You'd start with one bite at a time. Similarly, divide your project into smaller subtasks. For example, if you need to write a research paper, start with outlining the main points, then focus on researching one section at a time. Each small step completed gives you a sense of accomplishment, which fuels motivation and makes the overall task less intimidating. As you check items off your list, you'll visually see your progress, further encouraging you to keep going. Don't be afraid to adjust your approach as you go. Sometimes what seemed like a manageable chunk might still feel overwhelming. If that happens, break it down even further. The goal is to create a roadmap that feels achievable and keeps you moving forward. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your dreams be. But with each small step, each brick you lay, you're building something amazing. Stay focused on the process, celebrate your progress, and never underestimate the power of small wins. One common reason for procrastination is a lack of structure. When we have a vague idea of what needs to be done but no clear plan for when to do it, procrastination often takes over. This is where time boxing comes in handy. Time boxing is about assigning specific time slots in your day for specific tasks. It's about taking control of your schedule and consciously deciding how you spend your time. This approach eliminates the "I'll get to it later" mentality and replaces it with a proactive approach to productivity. Start by identifying your peak productivity hours. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Schedule your most challenging tasks during those times when you're most alert and focused. Reserve less demanding tasks for periods when your energy levels naturally dip. The key to successful time boxing is to be realistic. Don't try to cram too much into one day. It's better to have a few well-defined time blocks dedicated to focused work than to have a jam-packed schedule that leaves you feeling overwhelmed and defeated. Remember, life happens. There will be days when you can't stick to your schedule perfectly, and that's okay. The goal of time boxing isn't to create a rigid and flexible plan, but to provide structure and direction to your day, helping you stay on track and make progress towards your goals.